Last night I was in Plymouth and there's a girl outside the chip shop with her knickers round her ankles eating chips. I said, what are you doing here with your knickers round your ankles eating chips? Oh, Christ, she said, has he gone?
And now for something completely different.
I'd like to say before I start, I'm not in a very good mood. I've had a hell of a day. My missus have had a coil fitted. And she's picking up a CB operators on the bloody thing. And I'm getting verbal both ends, they are, huh? Well, one end of shouting, go to work, I got a headache. And the other end of shouting, come on in, rubber duck. Mind, we don't get on so good. We don't have sex at all now, not on religious grounds. On religious grounds, we don't have sex now on religious grounds. That is, I'm Jewish and she's a pig. But I was giving her a portion about 12 months ago. I was giving her a portion.
A portion.
She said, you're taking a long time. I said, I can't think of anybody. But last night, I was up in Birmingham. I was up with my mate. I got a mate called Denzel Pemberthy, I had. And we went for some of that Indian food. The bloody stuff out of it. Don't you go eating that bloody stuff. That bloody stuff. That Vindaloo, don't eat that bloody stuff. The bloody stuff. It's not only hot when you eat the bloody stuff, is it? This morning, my ass went down for a drink. If you eat that bloody stuff, you put a toilet roll in the fridge before you go to bed. Bloody stuff. And we got in Bodmin this morning. We was in Bodmin this morning. We was in Bodmin this morning. In Bodmin. This morning in Bodmin we were. The dental said, Jethro, he said, I'm going to shit myself. I said, that's that bloody vindaloo, the bloody stuff. I said, there's a toilet going there. See, well, what happened was,
What happened was?
he dropped his trousers just like you would see. I was telling these people here, I was up in Birmingham last night with dental and that Indian food, don't you go eating that bloody stuff. Isn't it a shame when cousins marry like that? Well, see, what happened was, he dropped his trousers, and he reversed right in. See, and he'd already started, see. But when he looked down, there was 4 feet. and he'd already started, see. And there was 4 feet and he'd already started. He said, I'm very sorry, mate. He said, I didn't realize you was there. Well, look, he said, I saw you coming and I pulled up your trousers before you started. Well, I come from a little place called right down in West Cornwall, a little place called St. Just. I come from right down in West Cornwall. I was one of the 4 boys, I was the youngest one, I was. I still am. And we never had any new clothes, not when I was a boy. Father used to buy all our clothes second hand. He used to buy a lot of our clothes from the Army Navy surplus stores. That's, pay attention, you twat. I'd watch you if you was performing.
That's the best heckle right there.
We all would. So get yourself ready, you're all in the second half. No, he used to buy a lot of our clothes from the Army Navy surplus stores. That's where you used to get our clothes from, the Army Navy surplus stores. That's where you used to get our clothes. And you can't imagine the embarrassment for me when I was 14 going to school dressed as a Japanese admiral. With high heel shoes on. But it is a very sad day for me. Because in fact it is the anniversary today of the death of my uncle, who lost his life tragically in the Battle of the Little Bighorn. And he won actually in the battle, He was camping in the next field. And he went over to complain about the noise of some bastard shot him. See the tits on you? Look at the tits on you. My missus used to have big tits, but the kids had them. Well, she's still got big ones, but they flop down like yours out there now. I tell you, last night I was in Plymouth, and there's a girl outside the chip shop with her knickers around her ankles eating chips. I said, what are you doing here with your knickers around your ankles eating chips? Oh, Christ, she said, has he gone? But I was in Callington this morning. Anybody from Callington? And I said, why is it all the boys in Callington is wearing kilts? He said, the sheep have got used to the sound of the zips. Yeah. I took my missus to a disco in Newton. You haven't seen my missus. She bloody horrible, she is. I know anybody can be ugly, but she abused her privilege. She bloody horrible. I brought her with me tonight, save kissing her goodbye, say. Anybody want a picture of her put over the mantelpiece, you're welcome. You'll keep your children away from the fire, anyway. But I took her to a disco and she got the worst zits. You never seen such bloody spots as she got. And I took her to a disco in Newquay with all these bloody spots. And I said to the man, how much is it to go in? He said, it's £2 a head.
I just got that.
Cost me £4,000 to get her in. When I got in there, Pemberthy, he's already in there, Pemberthy is. He's chatting up a lesbian, he is. There's 300 women and he's chatting up a lesbian. She said, Denzel, go and talk to one of the other girls, because I'm a lesbian. He said, which part of Lesbiania are you from? No, she said, you tosser. She said, I'm a lesbian. She said, you see that girl with the miniskirt? She said, I'd like to pull her knickers off and kiss her bum. Christ, Denzel said, I'm a lesbian as well. But I got dancing with a coloured girl. I was doing bloody good. I was dancing with a coloured girl, doing bloody good I was. I never danced with a coloured girl, but I was doing bloody good. She said, are you going to take me home? I said, I'm not going to Africa tonight. It's 2:15. She said, have you ever been drunk enough to kiss a girl on the stomach? Now, I said, I've been drunker than that. But she was the blackest girl ever I've been off with. I got her in the car to take her home, and she farted and filled the place with soot. I got her down to Lifton and I was giving her portion up against the Spar shop in Lifton. She said, you're not doing a very good job. I said, well, I do it my best. But I haven't done this for 2 years. I've been away in the VD hospital. That's where I've been, see. In the VD hospital, that's where I've been, see. Oh, she said, what's the food like? She said, I'm going in tomorrow. But later on in the second half, we should be asking a lot of questions. We should be asking, what's the similarity between an ostrich and a vat man? They could both stick their bills up their ass. We should be also asking, what's the difference between a bogey out of your nose and a Brussels sprout? You can't get the children to eat the Brussels sprout. We should be hearing in the second half a sad tale of when Pemberthy had a job on a sheep station in Australia. All he's seen for 6 months was bloody sheep. He's miles out in the outback, he never seen bloody soul. Then he had a message on his radio. He said, Denzel is your neighbour here. He said, where you live? He said, I live 200 miles up the road. Christ. He said, I'm your closest neighbour. Denzel said, I haven't spoken to nobody for 6 months. He said, look, Saturday night, we're having a big do. Come on over. He said, what sort of a do is it? Well, he said, it's a barbecue. He said, it's a hell of a night. He said, we shall have some steaks and beef burgers. Then he said, there'll be harmony singing around the fire, a lot of drinking, a lot of shagging going on, and more drinking and shagging. Hell of a night is hell of a night. You must come. Denzel, what do you think I ought to wear? He said, wear what you like. He said, it's just the two of us. Yeah. Fortnight ago, Pemberthy started a job with Lordson Levin, them Penzance, on the estate as a handyman gardener. And he said, Denzel's first job, go out to the front of the manor house and set in creosote the porch. 2 hours, he's back, he still have creosote at the porch, inside and out. And he said, it's not a porch, it's a Ferrari. Mind you, he've had trouble with his missus. She won bigger tits, she do. She won bigger tits. Silicone tits. Silicone tits she won. He said, you don't want to waste your money on silicone tits. Take a bit of paper and rub up between them. She said, well, that make him bigger. He said, it's done a bloody good job your ass in the last 20 years. But when he left school, he went to work in Trelisk Hospital when he left school first. And his mother went down to see how he's doing, and the doctor said Denzel's a very good boy. He's a good boy. He is a good boy. But he gets things mixed up bad, see. I told him to give a woman 2 tablets at 6 o'clock, and he give her 6 tablets at 2 o'clock. Then I told him to give a man 1 injection at 11 o'clock, and he got that wrong. He gave him 11 injections at 1 o'clock. See, he get things mixed up. That's the only problem. He get things mixed up. He said, I'm a bit concerned at the moment. He said, I just sent him down the men's ward to prick a man's boil.
Boil a man's prick.
But what we're going to do... We're going to have a short break now. In the break, we're going to run a little raffle tonight. In the break, and have somebody will come amongst you, and you can come amongst yourself. In the gents' toilet, there will be a game of brag. And this boy is all the way from Plymouth. Where are you from, boss? That's hell of a hooter you got on you there. Of course, I just put wing mirrors on that bloody thing. Will you pick his nose, mate? You're closer than he is. Man, that bastard don't peck you to death then. In the second half, we've got a young girl from Tregadillet that's going to stand on her head and fall her boots off. We're going to have a little drink, we're going to have a raffle, game of brag, fill your glasses, have a walk around, cool off. We'll see you in the second half. Don't go away. It's music and it's over the pool. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Pete Carson. Mr. Pete Carson. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Pete, a good-looking bastard, isn't it? I ain't that good-looking bastard, I do. Man, I tell you what, I've had a hell of a day today. I've been in to see my bank manager, bastard. I said, I'd like to open a joint account. He said, who with? I said, you wanker. Then a man knocked my door this afternoon. Jethro, he said, you haven't paid for your double glazing. I said, you told me in 12 months you'd pay for yourself. But last week, we had a video film last week. You never seen nothing like it. You never seen nothing like it. You never, honest, you never seen nothing like it. That's a very hairy chest you got there, Mother. No, it's in your cleavage and deeper than I thought. Why you got blonde hair and a ginger fanny? Why is that? Boys, come and have a look at this. You've never seen nothing like it. You've never seen nothing like it. No. We have this video film. You never see nothing like it. You must be worth a lot of money, mate. You don't waste any on your clothes, not you. You never seen nothing like this video film. It's called Zulu. Have you seen that bloody film? You won't believe what I'm going to tell you. It's called Zulu. You won't believe it. There's millions of Zulus, and every one of the buggers was black. Every one of the buggers was black, and they had bloody great sharp spears, the bastards, and they throwing at our boys, and they didn't give a toss where they went. They could have gone in anybody's ass or anything. They didn't give a toss. These black bastards just throwing these spears. They weren't even bloody looking where they're going, you bastards. God, bastards. And all our boys had to defend themselves was machine guns. One of them had a blowpipe, for Christ's sake. How one-sided can you piss and well get? And what happened then, I couldn't believe it. I still don't believe what I saw. In the middle of all this lot, up got a boy from Wales and started to sing to the buggers. And he's singing to the Zulus, and they're throwing spears trying to shut the bugger up. and if I had a spear, I'd have shut the bastard up as well. But he was singing to the Zulus, and they're throwing spears. You never think. We'll keep our you bastard! Look what you're doing, you wanker! In the hillside we'll keep a welcome in the vale we'll kiss it. There's about 30 dead, and this asshole is still singing! Each hour of teareth when you talk. They said, Taffy, for Christ's sake, sing something they know. But we've had a hell of a day here. Denzel and Bertha opened the bathroom for Lou down. And somebody bowled up a bit quick, and he turned his back, and the ball went right up his arm. And we got him in Lansing Hospital, and this time he's crying, she's crying. The doctor said, what happened? I said, well, he's playing cricket up Lou down, and I said, he bowled up quick, and Denzel took his eye off, he turned his back, and the cricket ball's gone right up his arm. Christ, he said, how's that? I said, don't you business well, sir.
Black flies are coming out.
But see, what happened, see, he'd been out in the sun, he'd been sunbathed, and he's burnt up, he's looking bloody good. And he got here strip off everything burnt except his cock, see. I thought, well, how can we burn he? Well, we tried it with a blow lamp, but he kept crying, see. I said, what we'll do, we get down Newquay early in the morning, dig a pit in the sand, put you in, give you a little piece of alkazine pipe to breathe through, and leave his cock stick out the sand, see? I thought 3 or 4 hours he'd be burnt up like a nut, wouldn't he? I sat on the rock, I said, I'll dig you out about 6 o'clock. Well, I could see him down there burning. I thought he's looking good. And about 2:30 in the afternoon, I went down with a stick and turning over. See, but what we didn't realise, see, it was Campbell and Redruth Women's Institute annual outing. Annual outing to the beach with Campbell and Redruth Women's Institute, see. And about 3 o'clock, 2 women come on with a stick each walking. Mavis, she said, whatever's that? Dorothy, she said, I can't believe that. She said, I got married for one of them. She said, and here they are growing wild.
في أكبر الكتب